What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I am your host, the most professional wrestler, TNA star, proud member of the system, the Scottie Pippen of wrestling figure collecting, Brian Myers.
And I am your host, the Deathmatch King, the Indie God, the complete, always ready, the Internet Champion, Matt Cardona, a.k.a. the $1,000 Broski, a.k.a. the Michael Jordan, the 23 of wrestling figure collecting.
Almost here, producer of the show, Smart Mark Sterling, Esquire, the most famous professional wrestling lawyer. And this show is brought to you by our good friends, Ringside Collectibles. Use code MAJOR to save 10%.
I'm amazing.
Well, Ringside got in those Chelsea greens, but I haven't gotten mine yet. You got it?
Later in the show, baby.
That's fucked up, bro. That makes me sick, actually. But follow us on X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Major WPod. Subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and leave a review. Not just any review, but a major review. If we read it on air, you'll get a prize. The winner this week didn't quite follow the rules, just like left a comment on YouTube, but it was very creative. So that's going to get you a prize this week. But guys, go to the app, you know, the podcast app, wherever, and leave the review. It really, really helps us out, guys.
So Smile Mark 94, he says, major review. Left a review on YouTube. Premier athletes rule, he says. Thank you, pal. Okay, so here is the review. This is Tune of Right Said Fred, I'm too sexy for my shirt. Brian, would you like to do it?
I'm too sexy for my figs. Too sexy for my figs. Figs going to leave me. I'm too sexy for my bendies. Too sexy for my bendies. So sexy it hurts. I'm too sexy for Orlando. Too sexy for Orlando. Long Island and Boston. I'm too sexy for your indie gig. I'm too sexy for your indie gig. No way I'm going to let them breathe. Okay, that's enough.
We're not reading the whole thing, but it's great. It's really good.
Okay, so that's the end. He says, thoroughly enjoying experiencing the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast each week. It's a unique view into the wrestling business and the art of collecting. The passion along with the dedication put into the podcast really shows each week. I personally don't collect anymore. Wow. After selling and having my past collection stolen, I lost the desire to get back into it. However, it brings me joy seeing fellow listeners find their grails and scratch that figure itch. In addition to your escapades of working in the business, it's a fantastic listen. Keep up the great work, and I'll continue supporting the Major brand.
Thank you. Somebody thieving, but hey, everyone's different. You know, the way they perceive the show. 100%. You don't have to just be a OCD psychopath to listen to this.
And guys, always bonus points if you incorporate, an actual audio jingle with the written word.
Sure.
Bonus points for sure. The giveaway last week, courtesy of Ringside Collectibles, just find the pin post on X, repost to be eligible, was the From the Vault Hollywood Hogan. The winner of Hogan is...
That winner is...
Terry Bollea.
John Drysdale. Johnny 5 Alive. 88.
You win. And this week the prize, From the Vault, Razor Ramon Heyo. Chico.
Nice.
Get that. MajorMarks.com. Also patreon.com/MajorWFPod. The family, the community, the subscription service. Sign up today. Every week we give away a prize to a new and old subscriber. Who we got? Smart Marky Mark.
First time in the line, Tyler Reed, classic superstar, Adam Resendez.
Guys, so much going on. MajorMarks.com. You get this podcast early and ad-free. Access to the Facebook groups. 2 bonus podcasts. Well, more than 2, but the 2 that we have this month, we already did one of them. We go behind the face paint. We interviewed Danhausen.
That was Donovan Danhausen.
Donovan Danhausen. So
in his toy room.
In his toy room.
Somewhere up north.
So that should be up.
Undisclosed location.
Yeah, undisclosed location. But it was an awesome interview. It was cool to get inside, like the mind of him as just a toy guy, collector.
Absolutely. We're also going to do the Major Movie Club X-Men 2000. We're going to record that next week. We're going to watch the movie. We're going to talk about it. We're talking about the figures. Of course, you have the Ask Majors Anything, the Q&A with Brian. Q&A with Mark, Q&A with myself. Silver Linings with Smart Mark, the Let and Breeze with myself, the Figure Dissecting with D Freedom, the Captain's Log with Joe Shoes. Oh, baby, he's happy hour. All those bonus shows every single month.
Selfie, bro.
And the selfie from Bare Minimum Brian Myers.
It's a good one today. He took a picture while he was doing his taxes.
Listen,
I love that. I love that. The Hard Foundation up. You get the card. The March cards have shipped, not shipped. What's the status?
Being packaged. They look beautiful, though.
Oh.
I hope Brian and I get our ultimate gift from 2 ultimate gifts ago.
Oh, you should. I literally watched him put them in boxes last week at some point.
Of course, because you were just beating him as he does it. You just abused him.
I got mine right here.
Oh. And as we record this podcast, today was the 6-year anniversary of the Facebook group. Can you believe that?
Wow, I didn't know that.
That feels like way too much time, but I guess.
The group that Johnny Cisco created.
Oh, so is it to the day of his creation?
I think that's what it might be.
We took it over.
I think it's the day of his creation.
No.
That makes more sense.
What do you mean no? What do you mean no?
Because we launched the Patreon in February. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, so he made it a year. So what?
Yeah, because there was a Facebook group.
How long have we been doing this Patreon? I thought we've been doing it 6 years.
That doesn't sound right. Maybe, actually.
The 6-year thing was an automatic Facebook thing that I got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't fumble the numbers. I got the notification.
Wants to help us out here with this?
I don't know.
So if we start the podcast in
summer 18,
do we start the Patreon in February of 19?
I didn't think we did.
Actually, we must.
No. 2020.
February
2020. Before the.
Okay. No, I don't think so because.
Yes. I moved home in the end of 2019. I moved to Massachusetts the end of 2019.
Wait, hold on. You're saying we start the Patreon and we get fired like
a
month later?
Yeah,
yes.
For sure, because we didn't have to start it while fired. You know
I remember being on a call with you in January because the reason I
remember saying is I don't want it to be like Sam Roberts and Bruce Pritchard's Patreon.
And it's not.
And it's definitely not. It's far from it. Actually, I don't think those Patreons exist anymore, do they?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Iman says Patreon started June 2019.
That is not true.
But what? Yeah. Did we make the group a thing later on? The Facebook group?
Okay. June 2019. Okay, maybe he's right, but we launched it very minimal. And the February was when we launched all the extra stuff.
Right, yeah, like we made tiers and stuff. And
the cards.
Facebook group. Like we didn't need the Facebook group when we started because there wasn't none. It wasn't a thing.
Yeah, I think the Patreon was just like the early episodes and maybe one bonus.
I'm not sure. I think
I
feel like the Facebook group was always a part of it.
Yeah.
Someone needs to write a book. Kyle Peterson, write a book on the history of the major pod. Iman, Justin Walsh, come on, let's do something here. Anyway,
so that makes sense. If Cisco made it in 2019, February 2019, we take it over somewhere around June because that's the launch of the Patreon, a very minimal Patreon. Right. I move home in February of 2020, and then we launched the Hard Foundation, all the extra stuff.
Got it. All right. If you want to advertise your product or service, hit us up, majorpodcast@gmail.com. Follow up. This past weekend, we were all at the New England FanFest. I was there. Curtis Hoffman, I want to thank him for bringing me in. Look at me, looking good with that title.
What a genuine, sincere smile.
Oh, I mean, if you knew how much money I made, it's a real, genuine smile, baby.
Beard looks like that thing with the magnets that you shake to get the facial hair on the guy. Holy cow.
Curtis Hoffman brought me in. What a professional. He had a Luke Gallows spread for me at the
me too.
With the amount of 8x10s. Look at the system was there. Smart Mark was there. Maven with a line that rivaled Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh my God, that was insane.
The Maven line I still haven't stopped thinking about it.
I called it. I said this to him. It was like a total eclipse. It was like his line stretched in front of us, and nobody could see us because his line was eclipsing us.
To be fair, he was an hour and 15 minutes late.
True, we had an hour before he got there.
But even so, it was still wild.
It was impressive. It really was impressive. I
don't even want to repeat this story. I was so if you're going in order, it went like Maven, Mark, me, Eddie, and Lish, Broski, right? So literally to get to Maven, his line was going right in front of us. That's why Mark said it was like an eclipse.
Yeah.
So at one point I'm standing there and this guy points to me, he was on Maven's line, he goes, I know you. You were in one of Maven's videos. I know. Pride. Gotta swallow it sometimes. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know.
Well,
it's the power of the internet, folks. But I mean, honestly, I called. I know I had almost a 4-hour drive home, and I called Maven on the way home, and he thanked Matt and I on the phone to be a ridiculous amount of times, for just getting him motivated, getting him, making him see things outside the, life as a WWE superstar kind of thing,
Right.
I will say this. He did not say hello to me nor say goodbye to me.
He didn't have time.
He didn't say hello to you?
Nor bye.
Huh. You were pretty busy too, though, so.
But New England FanFest, man, I didn't have, this is maybe not the nice thing to say, I didn't have the highest of expectations of this convention. I mean, it's the 10th one. I had never been, and I feel like we could go to every convention that's worth going to. This was just
look at Mike
awesome.
Smalls over there.
Mike Small, yeah.
Mike Small.
Yeah,
Mike Small got that. The only photo with all of us of the day.
That's right.
Because he asked. I said, you know what? We're going to make things happen, pal. But yeah, what an awesome event. Very well run. It wasn't overwhelmingly huge, but there was a lot of, talent there. It was pretty cool.
I thought it was great. Yeah, I saw a lot of major marks, a lot of cool stuff there. We did a little vlog, so that'll be coming soon.
I met Ron Rudat, the legendary Ron Rudat. I explained to him you are the artist of my childhood. I had him sign one of my Heels and Faces, which he, did the concept art for that. He's a tall sumbitch too.
Whoa, yeah, wow. I just realized that because I guess I'm sitting down.
Yeah, he's a tall sumbitch.
I was kicking myself, and I'm pretty good at this. I didn't think to bring a Heels and Faces and have him sign it myself.
I didn't either. Curtis Hoffman had an extra, and I literally brought it over to show Ron, and then he's like, do you want me to sign it? I said, sure. And I told Curtis, sorry, pal, I'm taking this.
So what are you going to do with it? Because I had mine on my table, and I thought about going over and asking him to do it, but then I'm like, what do I do?
I think
the figure is the proof that it's you and you have it. It's not really not much needs to be said.
It's pretty damn cool. That's not if I was going to get one figure signed by Ron, it'd probably be my Series 1 and not this particular one. But still, like Brian said, I didn't come prepared. I wasn't always ready.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how not one of us thought of that.
Yeah, but Jay Silver was there.
NYWC legend, Jamie Silverberg.
Yeah,
I wonder what you guys are talking about right now.
Probably just burying somebody we came up with and. Oh, that's me showing Matt that I wrote the forward to that book.
We'll talk about that later in the show. Yep. But great time.
No, it was just an awesome convention, man. Even Eddie and Lish and we just had so much fun, man. It was so great to see everybody.
Absolutely. This is Bulletproof Studios, the guys who made my actual Deathmatch King crown. They now make replica official Macho King crowns and scepters, and they sold a Deathmatch King crown there. I get royalties. I got paid cash, so I made even more money.
That's
wild.
Cool.
Couldn't believe it. And I was really tempted to. I think I'm going to get that Macho King crown, have it on display.
I can't believe you don't have it, actually.
Right now, I have nowhere to put it, so.
I think you need both the scepter and the crown.
I don't know if I need the scepter.
How do you not have the scepter if you have the crown?
Because there's no Deathmatch King scepter. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but you're
celebrating the crowns next to
yourself.
I don't know. We'll see. It's very well done. It's all official, so check that. And also our big rubber guy on display to show off that crown. So
that's cool.
Pretty damn cool. Hurricane Shane Helms received a package from Mattel with the new Target Legends Rosie figures. So I thought that was pretty damn cool.
And I saw the video, and whoever thought to do that. Like, very classy move, you know?
Very classy.
Yeah.
And people are already receiving these from Mattel Creations. I pre-ordered from Target. I'm in no real rush, so I'll just wait for
right. I'm not going to cancel a pre-order.
Yes, 100%. Jeremy Bedauer was on Talk is Jericho this week, talking all about the fires, the collectibles he lost in the fires, how to insure your collection. Very, very interesting listen. You guys should check that out. Anybody who has a collection and has any value in their collection should definitely check this out and insure their collection. I've been talking about for years. I have insurance for my collection. It's just the smart thing to do. You know, you guys do not, right?
I do, but it's for pretty small, and it was like when I first moved.
Officially do it with like an outside company.
Right. Okay. Let's talk about this and create as little controversy as we can. But how do we not talk about these tariffs? Jeremy Bedauer posted about it. You know, the U.S. Toy Association is leading the way on a global 0% reciprocal tariff agenda. We are a united global coalition advocating for zero tariffs for toys. 20 trade associations, including Canada, Mexico, China, Vietnam, France, Germany, and the European Union, are signatories to making toys tariff-free. Please help me amplify this message by liking, commenting, sharing. Guys, the tariffs are a real thing. It's affecting, all businesses, but especially the toy business. I think
let's just keep it to the toy business here.
Yes. But, for us personally with Major, we're looking at over 50% taxes. 50.
And I mean, just really at the end of the day, whatever you collect is going to go up significantly in not value, but cost.
Right. Now, we don't know how long this is going to last, but for the short term.
Right.
If this doesn't end like tomorrow, or this week, things are going to go up, and it's just, we haven't crunched the numbers exactly. We haven't figured out, we don't have an answer for you guys, what we're going to do. We're going to figure, we're going to roll with the punches. Listen, it's out of our control. This is something we're all dealing with, every toy company, big and small. I'm just worried about the smaller, we're a small company, but I'm worried about the ones smaller than us who use, pre-order money to fund existing orders.
I don't think some of these small companies can even survive this.
I don't think so either. And I'm not saying that in a disparaging way. I feel for everybody.
It doesn't make any sense to, if something costs that much now to make, you can't sell it for X amount, it just doesn't make any sense for anybody involved, not the consumer or the maker.
I have questions for you guys. And this is literally being naive about the situation.
And listen, I don't know everything about it either, so I'm probably not going to have the right answers. I might even say the wrong answers here. So let me just say that I am trying to educate myself as fast as possible because it is affecting our toy business, not just the wrestling figure business that we cover on this podcast, but our company, Major, is being significantly affected by this.
Okay, so here's my question. You guys, and we've said this a million times, everyone knows your factory is in China. So you are purchasing goods from China. These are action figures that are coming from China. They come on the boat after they're created. So the U.S. has put a tax on goods from China that are being shipped. But
I believe it's like 53 or 54. It's like the mid 50s, which is insane.
Of like the value of the thing.
Yes.
So then, instead of paying that tax, China is just adding that to the price of your goods.
Yes.
Yes.
We would pay as a company,
So it's effectively it's not taxing China, it's taxing the end recipient.
Yes.
Which then
we are paying the tax.
Right. And if you're paying a 50% markup, then you probably would have to maybe.
So the simple math on that, right, is if a big rubber guy is $50, now it's $75.
Yeah.
Don't even say it because now people are going to say in the message, well, they said they're jacking up to 75. But yes, in theory.
No, I'm just using dumb, simple math for anything across the board. If a figure's $50, now it's going to be 75.
Okay,
so your margins and all that stuff is all messed up.
Yeah, and listen, we've read some of the comments. Oh, we'll just make them in the United States. Well, there's no action figure.
That was my second question.
There's no action figure manufacturer in the United States. Am I saying there's no toy company in the United States? No, there's believe Little Tykes, maybe Cabbage Patch Kids, Connects. There's a couple things, but there's nobody making action figures. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I believe I'm right here.
We're pretty positive.
That was my second question, because that is the response that people are saying. They just buy them in America. So
yeah, that's not.
Yeah,
that's
look,
that's not a solution. And even if it were, and someone were to start, make a factory to do that, that's at least 2-year process, right?
Right.
So,
I would say even longer than that.
right.
Right. And then I guess theoretically, there's not many business that could just wait 2 years.
First of all, I think we're not. We can't even guesstimate how long it would take to start new factories. It doesn't exist,
Right.
So listen, we'll keep you posted. We're not saying what the new price is going to be, because we don't know.
Custom figures are going to start booming this year.
Yeah, I wish I had more answers for you, but we couldn't ignore this topic. We couldn't ignore it. This is affecting the whole, and we're just talking action figures. That's all we're
only talking all we're talking
here. We're only talking.
All right. Well, if we move on now, we got out of that without even being political.
Well, let's move on then.
Let's move on. We had to mention it, so let's move on. Let's talk about Vegas Live 21. It's coming up a couple weeks away, April 17th, 8 p.m. The Palms, part of the collective, brought to you by Ringside Garage Beer. It's myself, Brian, Smart Mark, many surprise guests. Brian, there's something you might want to share. I'm on the fence about sharing it.
Oh, you're killing me.
It's on you.
Especially after just putting them over. Guys, the one and only appearance of Tough Enough Season 1 winner, the most famous wrestling YouTuber in the world, Maven, will be at Live in Vegas, April 17th at 8 p.m. He'll be on the live show. He's pretty much in our live guest Hall of Fame. Yep. Every time he's killed it. It's probably going to be his 6th or 7th appearance on one of our live shows. I said, you know what? You've hit Swoggle era here category. You don't need to be a surprise. Let's announce you. Let's let people, bring their major bendies to get signed, meet you. You can bring your 8x10s or your 5x7s you brought this weekend. And, meet and greet prior to the show. So it's a thing. And he is not appearing anywhere else. He's not at WrestleCon. He's not doing anything else. He's there to meet up with wrestlers and get a bunch of content. So this will be the only time and place to meet Maven in Las Vegas, and it will be at our live show. So it's official. Maven will be at the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast Live in Vegas.
So check that out, guys. Major, the company, collectmajor.com. The variant cover of the Amazing Spider-Man #1 is in stock.
Oh,
it
nice.
is in stock. So they were all delivered. So get those orders in. I mean, listen, I'm not a comic book guy. This is a big deal. We're on the cover of an Amazing Spider-Man.
Pretty damn cool, man.
Pretty damn cool, man. And of course, there is the CJC 9.8. I guess this is a thing in comics.
CGC graded versions available on our website, I believe.
Very, very cool. I'm definitely going to get that on my display. I mean, how could you not?
Yeah, I'm going to need one of those at the price of on the house.
Absolutely. And of course, guys, over on collectmajor.com, Big Rubber Guy, Series 13, Bruiser Brody, Haku, Tonga Kid, Kerry Von Erich. Let's go. Big Rubber Guys for the month of April. The pre-order is the order. And guys, you see that price? This is before the tariffs were announced. So get that order in, pal. Get that order in, because I don't know when those prices...
You won't be paying tariffs on these. We will. So
yeah, I don't know when those prices are going to go up. So get them now. Whenever you're listening, man, I would fill up my whole shopping cart like before those prices adjust. So get them. Kerry Von Erich, the Islanders, and Bruiser Brody. Very honored to have these guys in our toy line. Collectmajor.com. Only available until April 30th. Now, that's all I got for a follow-up. What about you guys?
Sweet. Let's keep rocking and rolling.
Yep.
All right, let's go to the news. Brought to you by Major Garage.
Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has a new tag team partner, Garage Beer.
Scratch that figure itch and scratch that beer itch with Garage Beer.
Every tag team needs a name.
And here it is, Major Garage Beer.
Garage Beer is light, refreshing, and made with the highest quality ingredients.
You can choose between the light beer or my favorite, the lime beer.
And with only 95 calories, it's the smart beer to drink.
I'm Brian Myers, the most professional drinker.
I'm Smart Mark Sterling, and I love beer-flavored beer.
And I'm always ready, Matt Cardona. And the Major Garage is always open. All right, guys, Major Garage Beer. Check it out. Oh, my God. I cannot wait for Vegas. I cannot wait for Live 21B chugging that Major Garage Beer. But
I'm going to tell you something.
What's that?
So Thursday was the home opener for the Mets. Big day around here.
Yep.
It was 3:10. Mackenzie gets out of school at 3. Invited a bunch of the Merrick dads and families and kids over. I'm like, it's the one day a year that I cook. I'm like, I'm going to make hot dogs.
Oh, wow, you
so
chef.
I started researching. No,
Chef Myers. Okay.
I started researching. I'm watching all these YouTube videos about different ways to make hot dogs. I'm like looking for the best. Now, personally, I think because I'm a New Yorker, I don't like hot dogs on the grill, or it doesn't excite me. I like a dirty water New York dog. Yeah, because that's like at my city stadium growing up, that's what we got and stuff. And then there's like a famous place in Oyster Bay that my parents would take me to that like dirty water dogs. And I was watching this stuff, and then I watched this guy. It's almost like he like steamed it in beer. And I'm like, I happen to have a lot of tasty beer. I should try this. So like I got a pan that had a little bit, and you put like maybe like half a can of like, I took a garage beer.
Not a lime.
A lime I did.
A lime?
Yeah. And then you kind of like let the dog cook in it, but the dog's not like submerged in it. It's in it a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Right? And the guy was basically saying like through osmosis, it's like steaming the dog and like making it plump, and then like the flavor of the beer was delicious. It was awesome. You gotta watch it. You gotta sit there. It's not like hands off and walk away, like set it and forget it. You gotta kind of smack it around every 45 seconds. But man, it was awesome.
A garage dog.
A garage beer dog. Look into it, folks.
I love that.
Wow. All right, guys. Well, use the hashtag Major Garage Beer. If we choose your picture or video, you'll get a prize. Guys, please use this hashtag Major Garage Beer. It really helps us out. This partnership was not, it was just a temporary thing. It's still going on. We really rely on you guys to show Major Garage Beer or show Garage Beer how special this community is.
Well, it seems like a lot of people are getting these beers in their hand. It's pretty easy to find. Somebody texted me the other day. They found it in Walmart. It is in Walmarts. I'm not sure across the nation, but most Walmarts have it.
That's great.
Trevor Duncanson at Trevor Duncanson working on display with some Major Garage Beer.
I love that.
To the point.
Love that. All right, guys. It's unfortunate everything we just talked about those tariffs, because so much news that we have every single week, including this week, is from these newer companies. Let's see what actually comes out, right? So Latuni just showed off their Wrestling Everest series. These are their giant kind of like talking Hasbros, 12-inch scale. They're doing Hawk and Animal. These look fun. Not quite for me, but I do appreciate what they're going for here. They're going for that talking Hasbro look. I don't know if there's going to be like a gold and red version, or if Hawk and Animal are going to be different.
No, there's got to be. You got to have matching LEDs, so there's got to be two versions, right?
So the thing I don't like about this is like I don't like just copying someone else's homework. You know, like these are the Hasbros.
Right. There's not much different there, yeah.
But they
Except
look
Hawk they use the same legs instead of giving Hawk the jumper legs.
right.
Which
right.
I wouldn't have done anyway.
True. They look good. I'm not saying they don't look good.
Is that Macho supposed to be the same style figure?
Yeah, it doesn't quite match, huh?
Yeah, that doesn't
quite match.
Yeah.
But this is
the photo where you kind of understand what they're going for.
Right.
I actually really like this.
I think it's cool as hell.
It's a great concept.
But I also think it's going to be very expensive to execute. And even more expensive now with these tariffs. But
depends on what the price point is. However, just like the buddies, you can't have I can't have a full collection of guys this size.
right, yeah.
However,
like LOD's got to be your favorites, right?
Right. If you made a Ric Flair,
I will say LOD are two great guys to have in this.
Oh, of course. And
especially those shoulder pads.
Legendary pro wrestlers, yeah.
Yeah. Great choices. I dig them. I have nothing, I won't be adding them to my collection, but I could see many people adding them. They look great.
Depending on the price point, though, I might be persuaded to throw Legion of Doom behind my guys. I don't know. I like this, and this is smart because it's a piece of the business that nobody is tapping into right now.
Didn't copy the Hasbros though, because Hulk and Warrior aren't really copies of the Hasbros. You know, Hulk's close, but not Warrior's. Nothing like his Hasbro.
Right.
You know.
Yes.
I love it.
Hey, they look good. The Nerd Closet and Golden Era of Wrestling. More images of the major players.
Saw the little commercial.
There's a little commercial for it. Check it out.
Here.
I'll be honest. When they first showed this off, I said, "Oh, please remove the chest hair. I don't like how it looks." But then, when the Steiner brothers came out and Rick had the chest hair, I'm like, "Oh, can we add that chest hair back?"
Oh my god!
So I love these figures, and they've made product. They made the Steiners, the Road Warriors, and the packaging was incredible. The quality of the figure was incredible.
It's pretty cool.
And I'm honored to be in the toy line. So go get those pre-orders now from the Nerd Closet. This was breaking news to me. Zombie Sailor. This is my picture. The Gladiator and Ric Flair, heels and faces.
I'm going to open these bad boys up in the next segment, pal.
Me too.
Should we just do it now?
Sure,
no,
yeah,
wait.
One last thing.
What? Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it now.
How about this? Did you notice the Mike Awesome, aka the Gladiator, which it says Gladiator, which I really appreciate, has a sticker, 1 of 1,000. Flair, no branding. Guys, Zombie did not explain to us what these are, how to plug them.
I don't know when
what's
they're coming
happening
out,
with them.
what set they're in. I also, Brian, you're going to have to fill me in here. When is Mike Awesome the Gladiator? Is that a Japan thing?
Yeah, it's FMW.
Okay, that's cool.
Very cool.
But his trunk said awesome on the butt, even when he's in FMW.
Ooh, now you're testing me.
Can you zoom in on me, Mark?
Ooh, D, we might need you here, pal. I just saw that as I took it out.
So for those just listening, he's Mike Awesome. He's got some cool face paint. It's an incredible looking figure. I love it.
I really doubt that it would say awesome on his trunks.
I have no idea.
I know.
I couldn't tell you. But the packaging is cool. It's on like a yellow packaging. The Gladiator FMW. Okay, I did that. God bless you, Mark. But what about this? Woo! The Nature Boy. Woo!
Seems
In
like
the
this
blue.
is like his evergreen H.
I guess so. This looks like the most like a Hasbro package with the blue. It's a nice
Love it.
blue.
Yeah.
Well, I found something where he has it.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Where he has, yeah.
Listen, Zombie does his research. He does his due diligence, so I'm sure he found a photo somewhere.
I'm gonna see if I can find something.
This Ric Flair in the blue, unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, the other one is so sweet because it's iconic and the blood and stuff, you know, what it represents. But this is obviously, like I said, more evergreen.
Yeah. I mean, we knew something like this would be coming, and then we've kind of been seeing teases of this. So It's just incredible. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, just the pecs of Ric Flair. It's just his body. You know, it looks great.
This is a really bad picture, but it looks like he does have something. It looks the same.
I'm watching Hayabusa and Masato Tanaka versus Terry Funk and the Gladiator 1996, and he has it.
Yeah. There we go.
Gold, awesome on his butt.
Yeah, I'm seeing it in a picture too.
Wow.
It's
good job, Zombie.
Bravo, 1996.
It's a sick figure. I mean, it's a deep cut. But
but no one else is going to do this. You know,
no one else can do it. I like it.
And also, I think at the moment, he's the only guy who has Mike Awesome signed.
Yeah.
He's the only one who's been able to track down his widow. Like Mike Awesome doesn't even have a Pro Wrestling Tees store, does he?
Wow. I don't know.
And I'm actually wearing a Mike Awesome t-shirt.
Look at that. That's figure fate.
Just happenstance. But yeah, I mean, rules.
I love this Flair. Here's my question, guys, and I just got anxious about this.
Yeah. Why?
I opened the bloody Flair last week, and I put it in my zombie display, and I just opened this.
Yeah.
But now I'm realizing I don't have these two zombie figures in my Ric Flair case. So do I keep them with the zombie?
You buy another.
You don't have any other crossover like that?
I have, just because the Hasbro is just so near and dear to my heart, I have 3. So I have one in the Flair case and I have one in the Hasbro case.
Right.
If I were you, I'd just get 2 more.
Yeah, I probably should.
Mark, I think you can afford it.
Will you stop saying that?
I love when Broski job shames you.
But anyway, Zombie, great job. We appreciate you sending us these. I know
what
now
I would say is just be on the lookout. I mean, any day now he could say on sale now.
Jesus of working for this company for getting these. But hey, we're the Major Wrestling Podcast. We're influencers, I guess. So
we're definitely influencers.
I was, you know how he did it with me? This is funny. I was talking to him last week, and I was buying some things that I missed.
Yep.
And he says, "Okay, PayPal me this amount." And then, like a couple minutes later, he goes, "Actually, PayPal me this amount, and I'll blow your mind." So I just did it. I just sent them the money. I had no idea what they were, and it came, and it was these, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool."
That's awesome. He also has the pre-order coming up soon. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Chung Lee, Bloodsport. I think these look great, dude. I'm going to get it. Oh, my God. On sale Wednesday, April 9th. So if you're listening Friday, these are up.
Right. Wow.
Looks sick. The kick is cool. Still Hasbro-esque, but it's more like a statue meets Hasbro.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like John Claude definitely comes to that stand because there's no way that would stand on its own.
If we're still doing FWF, we do Hasbro's. You use fucking Chung Lee as a heel. He's a world champ, right?
Both.
there.
You could run it like the way No Holds Barred was. You know.
Well, it'd be hard with the Van Damme with the kick, but Chung Lee could be a top guy, bro.
Yeah, you can have a Zeus like run.
Yeah, he's pretty jacked.
Guys, I'm going to plug our own company right now because it's news. We are dropping a WrestleCon exclusive. We are dropping Harley Race in the blood. 1 of 500. We got him in. This is no pre-order. This is in hand. This is an absolute beautiful fucking figure.
Coming to WrestleCon. Look at this blood.
It's on the back as well, if you can see.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I saw a couple comments like, well, why is he bloody with red trunks? Honestly, I cannot, I can't go back in time. That's what he wore when he was covered in blood with this particular beard.
Right. The photo reference we found of the particular match, he's wearing red trunks and bloody red.
We always listen to you guys' feedback. We can't apply all of it.
1 of 500.
I will say this, guys, and listen, we've heard your critiques and we agreed with you. The inner shell was too brittle.
Bro, how hard is that thing now?
Just look, if you're watching on YouTube, watch this. This fucking thing ain't fucking going anywhere, bro.
Dude, I mean, obviously we've had some issues like.
Bro, look at this. I'm clutching. Oh, there we go. I finally got it.
With Animal was particularly heavy.
Oh my God.
Brooklyn Brawler. So Kinnick kind of, gave the factory a tongue lashing, like, "Hey, this is unacceptable." And holy cow, did they deliver?
They delivered.
Yeah.
So it just makes the presentation, even when you have it, it just makes everything just more solid.
Right.
More solid. So listen,
also, that belt hasn't been moving either, so they fixed kind of that situation too.
We appreciate all feedback from you guys. We take it into consideration, of course, because you're our customer, you're our fan base, and whatever we can do to make you guys happy, that's what we're going to do. And we heard you about the packaging. At first, we heard you that you wanted the little bottom base thing so we could stand. We did that. Now we're making this more durable.
Great suggestion, by the way.
Great suggestions. So we're listening. We're reading the message boards. We're reading the tweets, the comments, everything. So please keep it up. Can we apply everything you guys want? No, we can't please everybody. But we're going to try our best to please as many of you as possible. So get that at WrestleCon. We have saved a batch for after WrestleCon for Collect Major. So if you can't make it to WrestleCon, don't worry. But these are going to go. I mean, only 500.
There's a Collect Major table that will be set up probably right next to where Matt and I are signing.
Right. Pro Wrestling Tees. I thought this was very, very cool.
Actually, before you move on, I will announce here that I am being brought in to WrestleCon by the Collect Major brand, actually. So on Friday, and only Friday, I will be at the Collect Major table.
You're not doing Thursday?
I land on Thursday, like midday, so maybe.
And you might need to go do tech support, so maybe.
Oh, yeah, you might.
Yeah,
you might. Yeah, you might not be there Thursday. Sorry, pal.
Yeah. I'd rather you not be there Thursday, to be honest with you, but.
All right, well, we'll all be there. WrestleCon, baby. Let's talk about this. Pro Wrestling Tees, always thinking of ways to innovate. Check out these new T-shirts with numbered, like a card, but T-shirts. I love it. So there was Animal, Brian Pillman, Macho Man, 2 Macho Mans actually, Bret Hart and Vader. Very, very cool. I dig this in the mineral wash. Nice high quality.
Wash stuff is really nice.
I love it. I think they got to do a major pod one, baby.
I would love that. Did these go on sale already?
I believe the Bret and the Macho did. I'm not quite sure.
And how low number are we talking?
The Bret and the Macho were 25, I think.
Oh, that's too low. I think this needs to be like a 100 situation or something.
What's a premium item? Maybe the numbers will go up.
Yeah, hopefully.
But I like this. We've talked about it before. I think this is the way to make T-shirts in demand again. I think the print on demand thing when it first came out was like revolutionary, and everyone was like, "This is so cool." But now it's like, it's another shirt.
Oversaturation.
So
and
I like
urgency.
This. I really, really like this. Pro Wrestling Tees always innovating, and I'm happy to support. Jazzwares, we saw new pictures of the ringside Jeff Hardy. It looks incredible.
Man.
It's basically our big rubber guy in articulated form with the ladder, glows in the dark, right? Black light style. Is that the official term?
I mean, Jeff has had so many figs. That might be one of the best ones ever.
I 100% agree. This could be a figure of the year candidate. I love it. I absolutely love it. So damn good. Look at the box too. Wow. Wow. Very, very cool. I love that. Imagine getting that signed by Jeff and his nice.
I know his big, giant, crazy portrait.
Man, I wonder if you could use like glow in the dark, like paint pen.
Yeah, you definitely use like at least neon stuff.
Yeah.
Really cool. Super toyetic. Speaking of toyetic, Ray Phoenix debuting in WWE has his mask, has his shirt, and I kind of like how the Penta and Phoenix logos are very, very similar, and they're on different brands, but everyone knows they're the Lucha Bros. I dig it. Super toyetic.
I didn't even really think about this, but like that's cool. They didn't just put them together like so they can build to that eventually, you know?
Yeah. I absolutely love that. And when these figures come out, the Penta and the Phoenix, they're going to be very, very toyetic. Speaking of toyetic.
I'm sure McKean is just whittling away right now working on these.
We're staying on that toyetic train because WWE Shop also re-released the Blood from Stone 1998 Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt. And we're mentioning this because
big news,
actually. It's a bloody shirt. There's blood on a shirt. Does this
WWE embracing blood on merchandise? It's a good sign.
Could this mean that WrestleMania 13 with the Bloody Austin? I sure as hell hope so.
Oh,
Now, I'm not saying this could be in Walmart or Target.
no, but
Certainly Mattel Creations or Ringside or shared.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
We need
I love
bloody
it.
figs.
And Austin, oh, hell yeah. It's coming to your Christmas trees. Hallmark keepsake ornament. What? I'm getting that, baby.
Getting that.
What?
Getting that.
Getting that. Foco Collectibles shows up a John Cena bobblehead, 1 of 100. The magazine thing. Pretty cool.
That's cool. And I remember that cover like vividly.
I remember it. Big Shots showing off their more buddies. There's Penta,
Whoa.
Undertaker. This is the first Penta figure related thing from WWE. And I feel like Big Shots is always, I bet by the time this podcast drops, there's even more Big Shots shown. It's so hard to keep track.
It's pretty cool.
These are incredible. I have my Chelsea Green shipping to me soon. I can't wait to get all
I
of
have
those.
to get that for the girls.
Gotta get it. So Penta, Undertaker. This is like an 05 Undertaker. But what up, dude? I love this stuff. I really, really love this stuff. D, I'm going to need you in here for this next segment because I don't quite know how to explain this.
Oh, what happened?
Freedom Labs, please hold.
D.
Hi, D.
Hey guys.
Hello, sir. Can you just do the honors on this next? I don't even know what to say. I don't know anything about this.
Well, we're taking the WWE brand and we're basically taking it into the designer collectible world. And
we talked about this already.
But now it's being listed for pre-order. Ringside is one of the distributors as well as Sideshow Collectibles. You can also buy it directly from stancecollect.com. This is done by artist Tracy Tubera. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his last name. Does like very kind of like California graffiti, like urban art. And now they're applying that to WWE characters. They previously have worked with TKO Group Holdings with the UFC brand. Now they're working with World Wrestling Entertainment LLC for 3 drops. 3 drops at least have been announced thus far. So drop number 1 will include the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, as well as another character, which I presume is the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. He'll also be shown off momentarily. I'm not sure in terms of, so I guess it's going to be maybe next week or every 2 weeks that they're going to drop these throughout the month of April. So for the first week of April, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes is available, as well as Roman Reigns. But these are very low run, and that's also why they have the price point in which they do. They currently retail for $199.99.
Woo!
Wow.
Yeah, and that is
premium item.
Yeah, so these are most likely under 500 units. The UFC ones, there were select variants that were 200 pieces, and then they're most likely in this case, these are potentially limited to 300, but that was not disclosed. But it comes with a closed box, very premium fashion. I'm sure it probably has some type of foam lining as well. A fold-out WrestleMania to recreate Cody Rhodes' WrestleMania 38 appearance with the stage. Comes with a certificate. I'm not sure like what's on the certificate. I know it's definitely
I'm sorry, I missed. How many inches?
What was that, Brent?
How many inches? I missed.
Oh, the inches. It is, I believe, from the head to the base, it's 8.5.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like massive. That's not massive.
It's not that big, no.
Interesting.
Yeah, so excluding the base, these are probably roughly like a 1/8, 1/9 scale.
Oh,
I mean, they're cool. $200. Woo.
Well, it's a low run item. It's very expensive to produce in terms of its. You guys know about MOQs, so
no, I
thought it was going to be like 12 inches. I don't know.
And this is pre-tariffs. Man.
All right. It's very unique. Very cool.
Pre-order from Ringside, guys.
And then
10%
also
will be a lot of damn money. people.
Because these were shown off last year at Designer Con. So the Roman Reigns was also on display. So he's most likely the other one that the other character that will be available in April. And then drop number 2, that will be shown off. I presume it will also feature 2 characters, and that will be shown off on Thursday, April 17th at WWE World or the Superstore. Most likely available. It'll either be inside the Superstore or it'll be a part of the WWE World experience. So it could be in the lobby in that area, probably where the Jonathan Bartlett stuff was all set up at. And then drop number 3 will be coming in July, and that most likely will feature either just 1 character or 2 characters, and once again $199.99 USD for those for each of those figures, each of those drops. But nice authenticity, so these definitely will be a centerpiece for your display if you decide to pick them up at StanceCollect.com, RingsideCollectibles.com, Sideshow.com.
Wow. Cool. Thank you.
We got some Mattel stuff. We got main event series 157. We have Jey Uso, which I think looks awesome.
I love this with the, just the jacket on, just a different look.
Accurate white shoes. I know the Ultimate, is it the Ultimate? The Elite has this look, but with black.
Yeah, I mean, that was just an FEP sample. That might not be final, so we will see. These obviously have, potentially he wore them with black shoes as well. But these also do, for this particular main event series figure, part of 157, this also features the gloss finish, whereas the Ultimate Edition, at least based off of those production pilot photos, those do not have the gloss finish. So not sure if that's going to be on final, but it is here on at least the legs and the torso for this Jey Uso figure, and it also comes with a different portrait. You do get more increased deco on the Ultimate Edition, as well as 3 different portraits, and you get the Yeet sunglasses, as well as the entrance necklace. Those are not included here.
Well,
but
I also
a lot of value.
It has the open hands to do the entrance. It just makes such a difference.
It's just a cool figure for the kids.
And that's something that you will see going forward now that is a thing with the swappable hands. These are able to be mixed and matched between each, all 3 assortments, or at least the 6 3/4 inch segments. The main event series, Elite Collection, and Ultimate Edition, all those hands and heads can all be interchanged between one another.
I love it. And now with the new articulation, you can do a super kick. So
yeah,
they're real figures. So we got a kick. You can do a Claymore kick with Drew McIntyre.
Well, it looks good too for a basic.
Looking big, looking jacked.
Wow, yeah. I wouldn't even have guessed.
Cool yeah, I guess really cool figure. Yeah, it's great. Got that smirking
it's a good
face.
Scan.
And it does have metallic blue deco as well, so that's very nice to see. And as well as the metallic silver. So a few years ago, that would have not have been the case. Obviously, this is accurate to his on-screen counterpart. So it's nice to see that they are implementing, at least the designer of this particular segment, they are implementing surface finishes to the figures. So he is a powerhouse. That is the thing with the main event figures as well. They brand them with their attributes. So he is categorized as a powerhouse. Jey Uso was categorized as a high flyer, and more high flyers in this wave as well, including Rey Mysterio, based off of WrestleMania 40. The Knuckle Crunchers is also based off of that as well, obviously with reduced echo. It doesn't feature all of his tattoos or any tattoos. Might feature some tattoos, but this one has some nice dry brushing on there. So Philadelphia Eagles inspired outfit.
I was going to say, this is the Eagles gear. I didn't realize he wore this.
That's great.
But I probably didn't even see the match.
I believe it was on night 1, I believe. So
who do you wrestle?
It was a tag match with LWO. I think they fought. I forget who their opponents were, but that was when one of the Kelsey's brothers came out, as well as one of the other Eagle members. So yeah, another high flyer with Ray, and another high flyer, first time on the line for Nathan Frazier.
Man, I'd be pissed if I was him and my partner had an Elite.
Dude, and it's nuts, dude.
Man, Brian, if you had a fucking Elite and I had a basic, I'd be furious. I'd quit the business, I think. But hey, it's better this than nothing, I guess, right?
Here, I have it for weekly purchases. It's unreal about a deco hits and stuff. In comparison,
wow.
Well, that's true really cool. To this. That is show to shelf with Nation Frazier's gear as well. Was very limited. There was some differences in terms of dark blues and light blues, but this does correlate with that figure.
It's fine. It doesn't match exactly, but it goes. It goes.
Yeah.
Now, what about the chase? Do the chases match?
The chases.
No, they don't, right?
Well, yeah, they don't match in terms of color, but those are more of their singles gear. But he did.
Got it. Okay.
He did team with Axiom wearing this gear. This is more of his Flash-inspired outfit. He did wear this as well. He was the NXT Heritage Cup winner, and he did.
What is the Heritage Cup?
It's a trophy. I mean, it came from the NXT UK days, but now it's kind of
right.
Yeah.
It's like a belt, but it's a trophy. I think.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of like
Especially didn't Pillman, because when Dango did that segment with Pillman, he said like, "There's no rules anymore. It's just it's literally just it's a belt."
Yeah, it used to be like a best of, similar
Right.
to
Huh. Okay, that's cool.
But same with the pink Axiom. That was the chase as well. The chases are more of their singles gear, but still very nice, very flashy, and still worth picking up if you find them at retail, unless you want to pay that premium to get them available through Ringside Collectibles.
Like a real adult, that's what you should do.
This
And
one surprised me. This is a straight redo, but in a basic.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, let's see what they bring.
Right, I was
here.
curious about this, but there's no curiosity.
It's
anymore.
been a while since that Elite's been out. So
Yeah, it's probably
7 years.
almost 10
How-
years, right?
that long?
7 years, yeah, 2018.
How old are we, bro? Oh my
know.
god, time flies. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. You know,
No, it totally
looks
makes
great.
sense. I was
It
just
looks
hoping for
good.
something a little more excitement.
It looks good. I like it. I have nothing bad to say about it. We also saw Main Event Showdown Series 2. We don't need to waste too much time on these. That's Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles.
Yeah,
With the
I think
belt?
this is based off the Backlash, I believe. Could be mistaken on that, but AJ does have the upgraded torso that will be seen going forward with a lot of his figures, as well as you do see it in the Elite collection as well with the updated torso. Him and Randy Orton are sharing similar builds in terms
like
of the torso. And Cody Rhodes, nice metallic finishes on him as well.
Oh yeah, that is
Nice to
metallic
see.
paint, huh?
Yep. And he
Finally
does
get like a real team too.
Yeah, and with this championship showdown, they do have the correlating character side plates that are specific to the champion.
2 real teams.
So we have Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Only one tag belt.
Yeah, that's been a thing ever since they
Yeah,
started. They've done this with the Usos. So
It looks good. I'm cool with these guys.
I love it as a real team.
Down
And then
under.
the next one's a real team too, or was.
They're sharing the belt.
Sharing the belt.
Well, just that's so much they like each other.
Yeah.
They look good.
but even the
And
Austin
look, there you
Theory,
can also
he's-
see a basic figure with a unique hand.
yeah,
I like that.
for his theatric. And yeah, the Grayson Waller is his first time being seen in the main event series segment. So
Sweet. That's cool.
because he's had 2 elites previously. Well, technically, the other one is not out yet. These will be hitting the same time as the elite, but I believe it is now coming out. The brand new Grayson Waller elite. And then we
Bianca
have
and Jade.
Bianca and Jade with
Another
their
team.
matching
I love it.
lime green gear with the women's tag team championship, silver and green. Jade has the character specific hands that were first included with the elite collection figure, and Bianca, from the looks of it, has all of her tattoos, even the wrist tattoo.
I love it. I love
Even
these
the back
figures. I
tattoo.
love what they did with these main events.
Yeah. Looks great.
Saved the line.
Saved the line. We got main event top picks wave 4, which is John Cena, Randy Orton, and Jey Uso.
So now you
good
can,
as well.
yeah, now you can get John Cena outside of the 2-pack that he was included with the Austin Theory. Now you can get him in a single pack version based off of WrestleMania 39 when he fought Austin Theory.
He looks good.
Now this Randy Orton, I don't believe, has been touched. This particular outfit. So this is like a metallic dark gray. Updated skin tone on Orton, so we'll see if that gets reflected.
Nice tan. I like it.
Jacked.
Yeah, see if that gets reflected in the Elite Collection as well as Ultimate Edition for future slots and newer knee pads compared to the new Elites. All right, the new main event figure. I think that's like 150. Not sure which one. I think 154 or so. That's hitting shelves now. A part of that half pallet / full pallet WrestleMania that is now at Walmart. So different deco on that one compared to this one. So it's not just a straight carry forward, a straight re-release. And then we have main event Jey Uso. Sure he's doing very well in terms of his sales. So obviously certifies him as a top pick.
Is this just a re-release?
Yeah,
Yeah, all
the
top
one that
picks pretty much.
yeah, I
are,
think
right?
this is like 155, 154. And nice metallic blue deco on his shirt as well as his pants. And it even has the blue highlights in the
Maybe a
back
blue
there.
rat tail.
Looks cool. But you can tell, like, how, in my opinion, the other one with the yeet hands is just above and beyond better.
Right. Well, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
But I
can
guess,
recreate
though, if
the
you're like,
entrance, and it
I
also
guess if you're
tells
playing, though, like, what's he going to do? A bunch of bitch slaps, you know? This is kind of better. You can throw down.
Well, that's why you can also buy this figure if you want those hands to go with it, or buy an Elite and you can switch and swap. So
absolutely could. And then last but not least, this one I'm contemplating having to get. The last time is now John Cena, available first at the WrestleMania Superstore. So where's it going to be available second?
Most likely Mattel Creations.
Wait, it's like going to be available in like 2 weeks?
Yes, this will be first available at the WrestleMania Superstore.
Wow.
This will be available for pickup, along with probably most likely the WrestleMania figures that are just now hitting with a part of that full palette, the Hogan, the Bianca Belair, the Seth Rollins, and the Bret Hart. So those will most likely be available as well, along with other mainline offerings from Mattel. So this one will be available first through there. Most likely, the price point hasn't been disclosed, but most likely 20 to 25. The highest it could be is 30. So.
I think I gotta get this, especially if this is the outfit he wears.
This is Money in the Bank 2024 when he announces his retirement, and this is being seen across all of consumer products. So just now that WoW stuff that we've previously discussed here, all of that is going forward has all been John Cena farewell gear. Does not have the socks because it is accurate to the event. He did not incorporate the event specific socks, so those will be seen in future releases.
Maybe I don't need it then.
Yeah, I say it's not like depicting his last match, right?
Right.
Well, and that won't happen until
isn't it December? He said he's doing the full year, right?
Yeah, December's his last match. Yeah.
This isn't heel turn or anything. Obviously, that can't be depicted just yet. But in time, and most likely a gray model could be on display at WrestleMania Superstore.
Very cool packaging.
I love the package. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I dig that. Totally dig that.
Incorporating all of his previous logos. You see like the 2007 Live Fast, Fight Hard, and a nice copy on the back from.
Wow.
I love it. All right. Well, new in stock from Ringside Collectibles. Well, first of all, make sure you shop Ringside's WrestleMania sale going on now for huge figure deals and new pre-orders. The Cody Rhodes Stance, is that what it's called? Stance? Stance?
Stance. Stance. I don't want to be saying Stance.
New in stock, Elite 117 with Rhea Ripley, Grayson Waller, Naomi, Seth Rollins, Axiom, and Roman Reigns. Elite Greatest Hits 8 with Cody Rhodes, Gunther, Roman Reigns, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Main Event 156 with Chelsea Green, Joaquin Wilde, Triple H, Finn Balor, and The Rock. Main Event Showdown with Dominic Mysterio, R-Truth, Roman Reigns, LA Knight, and Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. And up next is the Ringside Top 10. This episode of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has been brought to you by Ringside Collectibles, the #1 online retailer of WWE action figures.
Go to WrestlingFigures.com and make a purchase, and when you do, use discount code MAJOR at checkout to save 10%.
It's the Ringside Top 10. You just got 20 spins and your wife is mad again. Ringside Top 10. They got big brother guys and majors you can bet. Ringside Top 10. For over 30 years, John's proved this ain't a trend. Ringside Top 10. Make sure you use code MAJOR for the discount at the end.
Number 10, Axiom in the blue, Elite 117. Number 9, Elite 118, complete set of 5. I love this. Number 8, blue shirt, referee John Cone.
Yeah.
Number 7, black and white shirt, referee John Cone. Number 6, John Cena prototype from the vault. Number 5, Solo Sikoa, Elite 118. Number 4, Hornswoggle DX.
We got a first one.
Yes. Is there a sale on this Hornswoggle? Number 3, Bangaloa, Elite 118. Number 2, Tamatanga, Elite 118. And number 1, Jacob Fatu, Elite 118. Beautiful.
Wow.
And up next, Weekly purchases brought to you by CollectMajor.com.
Big match in my house? I'll bring my guys. You have yours. I've got Sergeant Slaughter. And I got Ric Flair. Woo! Here's Andre the Giant. And here's Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. And Brian Myers. And Matt Cardona.
They're so real. Can you tell the difference?
Roster cut. Video silence.
Big rubber guys. They're for real. Each sold separately on MajorBendies.com.
Big rubber guys. Collect them all. CollectMajor.com, guys. Get your big rubber guys. Get your Major Bendies. We have a bunch of stuff in stock right now. Check out the Andre the Giant Major Bendies. Of course, there's the big rubber guy, Brian Myers, with the TNA Tag Team title. Myself with the Internet title. We got some backstock, Animal Hawk, Ethan Page, Matt Hardy. The Macho Man in the pink, the big rubber guy, Flair in the blue. And remember, guys, we don't know what's going on with these prices, so order them now. Get them right now before prices. Hey, listen, I'm not saying they're going to go up, but they might. So get them right now, CollectMajor.com. And every single week, use the hashtag CollectMajor. If we choose your picture or video, you will get a prize. Who won this week?
Whoop, wrong one.
Wrong one, pal.
Chris Grocock.
Oh.
Added 3 more pieces to the signed Collect Major Bendy collections. Ardent
Sick.
Slaughter, Hacksaw, and Sandman. They were all at the
That's
FanFest.
the full
Full
spread from FanFest.
I still need Hack to sign all my Major Bendies.
No, really?
Yeah.
What, he was sitting there all day. I went over and BS with him.
I didn't have Bendies.
Shells?
I didn't have any. I didn't
God.
I didn't think about to bring. I didn't really bring anything.
Damn.
I literally brought a backpack to this thing. Didn't bring anything.
Chris Grocock scored himself remember those bendies, like sort of big cutout bendies that we had at one of the live shows?
Yeah.
That we gave away?
Yeah.
He bought it off of Too Sweet Antiques. Smart Mark Sterling
we
one.
saw that for sale.
Wow.
I didn't know
Yeah.
it was sold.
Too Sweet Antiques going out of business.
Retirement
Came out of
sale,
retirement
yeah.
to sell some stuff.
Yeah. He said to me, like, Maven certainly didn't have that line when I rode in WrestleCon a couple years ago.
I mean, would have hit the spot.
Yeah. All right, guys. Weekly purchases. What do we got here? Wow.
I got something that you don't have.
That's true.
Dude,
Well, actually, I do have that. I do have that one.
You want something crazy?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the Chase Chelsea Green,
Yes.
basic 156. The regular sold out. I didn't get one.
Okay, so I have that one. So you don't have anything I don't have. I have that one.
Eat shit.
But
Anyway.
Trevor did text me because I had ordered a bunch of the Ghostbuster ones. He said, "Hey, they're sold out. Can I replace it with the Chase?" He's like, "Yes, please."
Oh, wow. Well, people must really be digging the Ghostbuster gear. What gear is this? You said before.
This is tag team title with Sonya Deville.
Okay, so she's a champ here. There is the unique hand.
Wow. The tattoo's there or not there? I can't
Tattoo is
see.
on the hand, and then even the tat on her arm, her tricep, I realized.
Wow. There it is.
You can see that? Yeah.
Looks pretty good. And you know what? I like how they changed the hair color too.
Her hair is going to be a different color than the other one too, right?
Yeah, so it's totally different.
Wow. So pretty sweet. There's
It's
the shush in action.
I will say I don't love that face without the hat.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like for her it actually kind of looks like Carmella.
I know. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Hopefully she has an elite coming soon. I mean, goddamn, let's go.
She is a very toyetic woman, so pretty cool.
Yeah.
And very cool to see that the other ones are sold out. It's crazy.
Yes.
Caden said, I didn't either, Brian. I tried to get the Ghostbuster after it sold out. I ordered the set and got the Chase and was bummed because I was looking for the Ghostbusters.
Right.
Damn.
That's like a first. Also, I mean, I showed it off quick. I grabbed the Axiom just because it was so toyetic. I wanted to show it off here.
Yeah.
He's been doing a lot of TNA, so I've seen him in action. And his Chase, which is like just the deco hits.
A lot of
the
hits.
effort put in on these figures is pretty next level. So
Very cool.
And then figure I've been waiting for a very long time, possibly figure of the year at the moment
Wow.
for me. My girl Trin.
Wow, that looks like
This is her from her return
statue.
at Rumble. It looks exactly like what she would wear at TNA, so I think that's pretty cool. This soft goods robe is insane.
Does it glow in the dark at all?
I don't know. I didn't really mess with it like that.
That is a fur coat. Holy
I
crap.
assume that it would. Here's the
Look at
figure
there.
itself.
Wow.
And then what I really love,
That's awesome.
the hair detail with her name on it.
Super toyetic.
It's so cool and fun. Even
Yeah.
her shoes have like little neon hits.
Damn, I dig that.
And actually, if you can see that, like even that,
Yeah.
the lacing on her quads.
Yeah.
Pretty
That-
freaking cool.
That's an elite figure right there.
Yeah.
Right. This could almost be like ultimate status. So
Yes,
pretty
yeah.
awesome. Ringside Collectibles. Oh, and then one last thing. I grabbed this. I hadn't let it breathe. I'm not sure what to do.
Which one is that?
This is the brand new Greatest Hits.
But what
See the back?
Austin is this depicting?
To me, because it's gold deco hits, 2 knee braces. This is like 2-man power trip entering into the invasion, Austin?
I don't think I need this one.
Oh, wait a second. The back's saying
It's a Royal
2002
Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah. This is. I believe I have this.
And
from
it's
a Royal
really
Rumble.
nice. That's another reason why.
It's super nice, and it has the cans.
Yeah. I can't decide, to be honest with you. Like, do I need a 2002 Royal Rumble Stone Cold?
I do not need another Trunks Stone Cold.
That's
do,
the
but-
problem with Stone Cold. Like, when he's in trunks, it's like, okay,
Right.
what are we depicting here?
Yeah.
You got to tell by the vest.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
I'm
or
going to
how many knee braces?
not add this to the collection.
Yeah,
but
I don't think I'm going to
it's
keep.
very
that.
nice Stone Cold.
I got a couple things. I do want to thank. I don't want to butcher the names. So I'm going to read it right off the tag. RSVLTS. We talked about in the pod a couple episodes ago. The
Roosevelt.
LJN-esque shirt.
Oh, you got it.
Bro, these are so comfy. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't realize they have the soft material.
Yeah, very nice stuff. Yeah.
They also sent me like a Hogan one, which I could probably wear in public, but then a Rhea Ripley one, which I cannot wear in public. But I appreciate that. This is awesome. It's got Piper.
I'm sure Chelsea
Mr.
would
Wonderful,
love that.
Hogan. I just absolutely love this. This
Wait,
is
what was
We're
the
to Disney
first one?
tonight, hon. Oh, my Rhea Ripley Roosevelt shirt.
That one. What was the
this,
other one?
a Hogan, which I
Okay.
could wear,
Yeah.
and a Rhea Ripley. Like, I can't wear a Rhea
Yeah.
Ripley one.
Chelsea would be thrilled.
This is like super cool, super toy. Like I could wear this to a nice dinner. You know, I would. You know, really, really cool. I love this. And what I love about this, it's official. There's so many companies out there making bootleg stuff. This is
Right.
totally official. I love it. I love the LJN representation.
Broski idea.
Yeah.
We use all our big rubber guy designs, make the same style shirt, put it up Pro Wrestling Tees, limited drop.
But we don't have access to everybody else.
What do you mean?
Like we can't put like LOD on a shirt without paying them.
I see what you're saying. I don't know how
Yeah.
we would,
We could do me and you a
first
bunch
money.
of times.
I'd be like, here's 17 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. But very, very cool. A couple other things I got. I want to thank Zach Linder. I bought the Power Town coin because, believe it or not, I only had one.
I only have 2 or whatever, yeah.
So now this is 2, the Brian and the Matt Power Town coins, because now I can display like the Brian side and the Matt
Yep.
side. And, bro, look at this. PSA, Razor Ramon, Action Pack, graded 8, none higher.
Really? Yeah, I mean,
not
those cards
high.
are really
So I
Strange.
have
So
one,
they're
which
hard
I
to
think is
grade.
like a 6.
right.
So, and I've always been, I keep it in my safe searches because I want it higher than a 6. So this is an 8.
That's cool. I love
And,
Action Pack, man.
I absolutely love Action Pack. So very, very cool. Hey, yo, I love this set. I love this card. And I'll be selling the 6 or whatever the lower grade is on Whatnot in the upcoming weeks.
You got anything, Mark?
Yeah, I caught up on some zombies. I got the Public Enemy. These are great.
Oh, they're so
Excited
good.
to throw
And you're
those.
thrilled that they're WCW Public Enemy.
Yeah, I like that. And then I got the CM Punk with Larry.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I'm realizing, looking at the back, I don't think that I have the Chris Candido. So I think I need to grab
on,
that. And then I
man.
might be complete. with zombies, which is one of the main things that I am collecting now. Really, just retros and the occasional Attitude Era Mattel, which me and Brian went to Kojo's Toy World.
Right.
You'll see a vlog.
Very fun vlog coming to the channel.
Wow, I can't wait to see it.
Broski, do you see just the detail there in the back with the name of the store?
So
it's
cool.
like a 3D sign. I love it. He's got like a throne. Where the register is like up above everything. It's like a DJ booth.
Really unique place. A lot of love and character, man.
Hopefully he brings me in for a signing soon. Gives me the big bucks.
Yeah, it's so cool. But anyway,
I wasn't going to go in for free.
You can see right next to us, he's got tons of elites, and they sell out. So I was looking for the Booker T from that set, and he sold out of it. So he's doing really good with his wrestling stuff. But I ended up picking up the British Bulldog for the Olga. I'm not sure I'm going to keep the Bulldog yet, but I
Vincent Scalisi that you got a deal ski for?
Oh, that's right. VSK. I'm going to text him right now, see if he wants it.
I got this. Shout out to Coach's Collectibles here in New York. They did a private signing with Jose Reyes. So I've been sitting on this McFarlane. Looks pretty sweet. Mets legend, Jose Reyes. Former batting champ.
I don't know him.
Very nice piece. So this is a unique one. A fan, Broski, was this given to you at the show?
We have to talk about this. This?
Unreal, right?
Bro, this is Pro Wrestling's Magazine's The Ultimate Guide Volume 1. It shows all like the WWF magazines, the kids magazines, the programs, the Raw magazines.
The covers of all of them, like
the Spotlight magazines.
It's unbelievable.
Programs
history lesson.
Too, guys.
Beautiful, clear photography of all the stuff. Just all the feels just going through it, man. Even up to like the when WWE magazine was revamped and stuff. So
the souvenir programs, like this is super duper incredible.
The poster books.
Yeah, you got to check this out, guys. So cool.
Damn, I love it. That. That's so cool.
Great gift.
Pro Wrestling Magazine is The Ultimate Guide Volume 1 by Jan O'Kane and Fred Poulin.
Look at this, October 2012. Can you see that kids magazine? Is it showing up?
Yeah, I saw that actually when I was flipping through this. And actually, either Jan or Fred handed this to us because they were walking around. I don't know which one it was. He said he wrote it.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the other book that's been out?
I would love to.
The Complete Guide to Original San Francisco Toy Makers. Forward by Brian Myers, but it's written by Kyle Peterson. Guys, how do you not have this? Kyle did this in silence, just dropped it in stock, hardcover. Love it.
It's
really
sweet. Mine came like super late Friday. Here's my forward, by the way. Came super late Friday, and I was waking up super early Saturday to go to New England FanFest, and I was thinking to myself, and I had a revelation. I said, you know what? This is a nice hardcover book. I can just start throwing this in my bag wherever I go and getting the guys to autograph it.
Brian sent me this picture. This is
okay, so I don't have to even show it off the way I was gonna. But yeah, so I Devon was at the signing, got him, and then my good friend Hack, the Sandman. It was great to see him. He was at the Stash Pages booth, cool as hell, and he's hooked me up with a nice autograph. But
I do love how I'm included.
I'm going to see all these guys. I'm going to be around.
How come you didn't get me to sign it, Brian?
You're never touching this book.
But I'm in it.
Don't even look at my book.
I love this. It's really cool.
So I just went to Amazon, ECW Kyle Peterson. You could type in. It's right up there.
Right. Yeah. It's very easy to find.
There's a hardcover and a softcover.
I saw that too. I got another one to not have autographs in it, obviously to save.
Yeah, so I just purchased it. It came out to $31 total. It's great. I'm super excited. I'd love to support Kyle on this journey.
He also has the Classic Superstars book. Check that out.
ECW collection.
Yeah, I have no affinity to Classic Superstars, so I'll buy the ECW one, and if he comes out with another one. I still think that you guys should write a Hasbro one.
I don't want to because just the doing the photos.
There is a badass Hasbro. We've covered it on here.
It's too time consuming for the photos. It's
Right.
just the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Probably shouldn't say this, but Kyle was trying to get me to take some photos for him, and I was like, "Come on, man!" It's like
Are you out of your
it's
mind?
crazy rare. You know, I'm not messing up my like display. I'm not going to my storage unit. Like it's just time is money, pal.
Time is money, pal. But yeah, I think it's incredible. I know Iman and Justin Walsh are going to do like a Bendy's or Big Rubber Guy book, and I'm all for that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. There is the Has book or whatever. We've covered it. It's like incredible.
Yeah.
There's no reason to do a Hasbro one.
All right.
That's all I got, guys.
Yeah, I'm done.
Same.
All right, so let's go to Major Mark purchase of the week.
All right, boys, Major Mark purchases of the week. This one I had to pick because we don't get many of these submissions. Diana Aaron, the wife of Johnny Cisco.
What?
Yeah, we don't get many of the major babes that
wow.
put in the submission. So she says, this weekend I purchased almost the entire My Life as Harry Potter Walmart exclusive collection. The detail is impressive, especially for the cost. At the suggestion by Johnny Cisco, I purchased a doll not part of the Harry Potter line that had red hair to match mine. I must admit, when opening these, I felt like a little girl again, playing with my dolls. Harry Potter is a core collection of mine, and these make a great addition. There will be a video on Cisco's great adventures after they are opened. Now I have to find a room for everything that's not.
I'd say those look like some big pieces.
Love it.
I picked this and I started thinking about this. Like, we always talk about the boys stuff, the X-Men, the thing, He-Man. Mm-hmm. And then I always, whenever my daughter's playing with something, I think, is that the thing that she's going to be nostalgic about? Like, what is the thing that she's going to...
Or some people just aren't nostalgic. I think some people don't get nostalgic about anything, right?
Like my brother Greg doesn't have a nostalgic bone in his body.
Right. Yeah.
Really?
There you go. Yeah.
My wife has nostalgia for like her Lion King toys that she had, or Aladdin toys. She always talks about those.
Yeah, I don't. Tell you what, my wife is not nostalgic.
Yeah, Chelsea's not either. Chelsea doesn't even collect her own figures. I got to do it.
That's crazy. All right.
Yes.
Little quick one there. Brandon McCormick says, first time in the thread. Well, welcome, pal. I met Bret Hart for the first time at Steel City Con this weekend. Got a smile from Bret when he saw this and signed it.
That's cool.
I love that. I still love that. Like with the cast, the Bret and the all pink. This is like the beginning of repaints.
Right. It was just very exciting.
So
time.
cool. So cool.
Yeah.
Look at that. Is that a real person right there?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Bob Burke picked up my second Hot Toys fig with this deluxe version of Heath Ledger's Joker. This thing is insane with a ton of options such as posable eyes, a swappable tongue, and every weapon you can imagine. A true masterpiece.
That's crazy.
It literally looks like the human being.
Yeah, good.
Those
Lord.
figures are next level.
The dollar bills or whatever. My issue with my one Hot Toy was that it came with so many options, I couldn't decide what I wanted.
You change it quarterly.
Oh, shit.
Do you know, Nick admitted to me that he has like an insane amount of Hot Toys.
Yeah.
I know that.
He tried to sell one on Whatnot one time, and it went for
He got murdered.
a quarter of the price, yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry Cook, this weekend I had my best flea market find ever. I found a guy selling random sports cards, and while looking through a pile he had marked for $1, I found this 1-of-1 Roddy Piper. Shocked it was in that
sells
stack.
cards. It doesn't. It says 1-of-1 on the back of that. It's not like you're guessing.
I asked the guy his price on it. He said, it being a 1-of-1, it was hard to say what the value was. He then tossed out $5.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I quickly
wow.
agreed.
Good deal, pal.
Yeah. And then also Johnny Cisco.
What do you get?
Got the whole family in this episode.
This is unbelievable. I think Brian will like this. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's
All right,
cool.
Check this out. Now listen to the story. Won this in an auction that I heard about from Val Kilmer's Twitter account. Certificate says it is from his own personal collection. Not entirely sure where the bag came from. I found some similar to it on eBay, but the autograph is legitimate. The COA is signed by his management team. Tombstone, same with me, pal, is one of my top 5 movies of all time. I got to meet Val Kilmer a couple years ago at a signing where he was super friendly and super cool. I got to tell him the story about how my brother, who had passed away, introduced me to that and The Saint, another one of my favorite movies, and he actually gave me a second autograph, 8x10. It was a very wonderful moment. It's kind of crazy to think that I won this about a week before he passed away.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Really, really cool.
You know, my dad, this is a weird memory you just jogged. My dad definitely took me to see that movie in the theater, and I was so little.
I've never
There's some
seen
sex and stuff in it. That's crazy.
Yeah, I got to watch that again.
I love Tombstone.
I haven't
Oh,
watched it in
Tombstone
a
holds up.
long time.
So good. Tyler Lyon says, after many years of collecting LJN posters in 2018, I got to 98%, only missing the very rare Jake and Macho
That's
89
cool.
re-release posters. With the collection about complete, I didn't know what to do next. Then an idea hit me to meet the stars I grew up with and get the poster signed. However, many great wrestlers didn't get a figure poster in the line. So, for all the talent I get to meet from around that time that didn't have a poster, I have them sign one of the 2 posters that came with a referee. After getting Barry Horowitz, Danny Davis, Earl Hebner, Mike McGurk, and the Brainbusters to sign, I was able to add Jacques Rougeau to the poster this Saturday.
Yes.
It's always a fun way to get to thank the people I watched on TV for all the memories.
It's
Yes, I
very
like that.
unique.
Very cool.
I pulled this for Brian. Jeff Noyes got to meet one of the NFL GOATs, Terry Bradshaw, on Saturday. Had him sign my Three Rivers Stadium seat, his rookie card, and my absolute favorite signed Figgy 1989 Legends starting lineup. Came out
That's
absolutely
sick.
phenomenal.
Man, with those starting lineups, there's so much. Like, obviously the bubble is what it is, but there's so much space on the carding where they can do nice autographs too. It's like there's a lot of options.
I would love like a Michael Jordan one.
You know, which I probably.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Check this out.
I saw this Saturday.
I saw it
Dan
too.
Drain, my wife has been complaining that we don't have a clock anymore since we returned to our cable box. Since we returned our cable box. Well, to make her happy, I picked up this custom Vader clock that my
Oh
friend
my
made.
God.
Mark and I saw that for sale.
I saw it as well. Yep.
That was a table run by Major Mark, so it was good to meet him.
It's always
All
Vader
right.
time. Actually, it'll be Vader time tomorrow on Dark Side of the Ring.
Somebody gave me a good idea for the name of the Major Mark display of the week. I forget what it was though, but here it is.
Okay. Let's see it.
So there's the start of it. Eddie Zawatsky supporting the female representation of the collecting world. My girlfriend, Kate, has her own collection set up at her apartment. She's a huge Harry Potter fan and has her own book room. This showcases her Harry Potter collection as well as books she has completed. This is the first woman I have ever dated who is a passionate collector.
She's a keeper.
As I am towards a fandom. It was also the first time the roles were reversed where a woman was cautious to show her collection to someone
Wow.
That.
who might think it's a turnoff. I feel like it's the other way around usually. I never watched any of the Harry Potter movies before meeting my girlfriend. Luckily, we were able to make memories by watching all the films in a marathon over several weekends.
Wow.
I was able to appreciate why she loves this franchise so much and now understand the hype of this franchise.
I dig it.
My tip to Brian, watch the films, make memories, and learn what else is out there in the wizarding world.
Man.
But hold on, here before you answer that, here's some more. So there's some
Wow, there's
Harry
a lot of
Potter stuff. There's a lot of Harry Potter stuff
I
out
mean,
there.
if you
There's
collect
her-
Harry Potter, I'm sure it's never ending.
There's our book corner. There's another. So this is a whole ass room
I dig it.
by a female that we were just talking about, a collector.
So cool.
Brian,
I
you
like
got to
that.
do it with the kids.
All right. Well, up next is the Q&A. All right, guys, go on X, use the hashtag AskMajorPod. If we answer your question, we will send you a prize. What do we got, Mark?
Broski's question, Josh. Con X. I'm getting back into collecting figs. Is it a bad idea to just start by collecting the figures of my favorites?
I think that's a great.
Why would it be a bad
Sounds like
idea?
a great idea.
Yeah.
Tell you the truth, that is how I got back into collecting modern figures. It was through Mattel and through collecting just the guys that wanted, because I was out. We've discussed it many times. When Mattel takes over, I purged everything. I quit. I was still, checking things out, still hunting in the stores, not buying, but just looking. And then one day, like, I broke down and I got, all right, I'll get Macho Man. And okay. I think it was like maybe the Razor Ramon Defining Moments came out. So I get Razor. I get a Brett. I'll get an Austin. And the next thing you know, I was getting the Rockers. Like, well, fuck. But just be careful because it gets dangerous. Because it's like, well, if I get the Rockers, I need the Heart Foundation. Well, if I get the Heart Foundation, I need LOD. If I get
try
LOD,
to set your own rules and abide by them. But
yes.
Then again, it doesn't really matter because if it makes you happy, whatever.
I think there's nothing wrong with getting your favorites. Even if you just picked one guy, there's no rules. There's no, do what you want. But I think that's the best way to do it is just get your favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a great starting point. There's
great starting point. And it makes it fun. And especially now, like, if your favorite Shawn Michaels, you're like, well, which version of Shawn Michaels? Is it DX? Is it Boy Toy? Is it Ruthless Aggression era? So there's so much meat on the bone now. And now with, like, the Ultimates, if, like, I'm sure your favorite's probably an Ultimate. So that's the best way to do it, in my opinion.
Random question. When you bought that first Macho Man, what did you do with it?
I just had him on display, like, on my computer desk, but then it slowly got out of hand. Like I said, like, all right.
What was the first thing that Defining Moments Macho?
No, it wasn't even Defining Moments Macho. I had the one with the shirt, like the purple shirt. That's the one I wanted.
Like the basic?
Yeah. No. It's a Legends.
Oh, Series 5.
Yeah, but I didn't even get that. I got that in like 2000. I didn't get it when it first came out. I got it like probably 2016-ish is when I started getting things.
That's crazy that you were able to fight the fight that long.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just put it on your desk. You're like, that'll be the one.
And then I started getting the couple, and then it just got out of control. And now look at me.
Well, they're the greatest wrestling figures of all time.
They are. I mean, that's the thing. They really are. There's no debate whether you're nostalgic for them or not. They are, especially now with the Ultimates.
And like
God.
The years that have passed and how the collection that you can have.
Oh, God.
It's the roster that you can assemble.
Wild.
All right, Brian's question. Tom's Wrestling Collection, Tom Groves 1977. I think he's in the chat. Do you see WWE legends letting their deals lapse to get figures made with several independent toy makers before ultimately re-signing with the WWE?
Yeah, so I picked this. I was kind of talking to Hacksaw about it this weekend when I caught up with him. Like,
I didn't see him at all.
Like, I think if they were to play it smart, if I was 25 years older than I am now or whatever, I would do 2 years on and 2 years off or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's basically what these guys did. They dabbled got all these different independent toy companies to make their stuff. Probably made more money than they would on a WWE Legends deal. Played that game.
Smart about it, though. A lot of these guys aren't smart. Like Hacksaw's smart. Sarge is smart.
Right.
Some of these guys don't even know that there's other toy companies out. Some of them don't even know Mattel makes their toy.
But if I was calculated about it, that's what I would do for sure. Because then you go back, and now you haven't had Mattels for several years, and you're back, and everything's new again, and they can, especially this day and age, where they can refresh figures they made of you already and things like that, and then you just keep repeating the process. We kind of explained this to Mick once. Like, we think, hey man, like, I wouldn't worry about not re-signing with WWE because a trillion people are going to make stuff of you, and you're going to be very, very well off from it. Like, it'll be fine.
Now, also, another thing is maybe you let your deal run up, be in negotiations, sign a couple deals, then sign it.
Right. And then, obviously, everything outside of the WWE needs to be non-exclusive.
Right.
CM Punk did it.
There you go.
CM Punk did it.
He was not contracted for a few days.
A couple days, right?
Yeah.
Signed
that's a smart way. There's a lot of money to be made now. And I said it before, and I'll say it again. The most money I've ever gotten for one figure, I believe, is from the Zombie Sailor. If not Zombie Sailor, it's from a Super 7. It wasn't a WWE product.
Same.
So
and like back to Sarge and Hacksaw, like we know Hacksaw re-signed, and whatever, if Sarge were to, they haven't had Mattels in so long, it's going to feel like new and great again instead of like, another Hacksaw came out, you know?
Right.
Is there guaranteed money with a Legends deal? Like, is there
I think everyone's different. There's guaranteed money for sure, but it's
typically like a minimum. You have like a minimum guarantee.
It's kind of like upfront royalty money.
Got it.
Like they give you X amount of dollars, right?
Yep.
But like you can make over that.
Yep.
But you got to get a lot of stuff.
But you got to get a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Got it.
Or on the flip side, let's say I'm just making up numbers. Okay. I'm making up numbers. Let's say they give you, it's like $10,000 for 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Now things might have changed, but this is how I understand it. Let's say they give you that $10,000 up front and they only make one figure of you're just sitting there for fucking 3 years.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not making any more money.
Yeah.
Because you ain't going to make, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
it's a year, so look at it every year.
Right.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay.
You need, the end of the story is you need merchandise to make more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cards, figures.
Anything. The video game, obviously, was a big kick.
That's why I was and this is what I was telling, Brian and I were both telling Bubba, sign this fucking deal already because no one else can make Bubba figures. Yeah, they can make Bully, right? Like, we're probably going to make a Bully.
If that's the case, then you're just a dummy for not doing it.
Right.
Because that's money from the sky.
Right. And this is where the real money is. It's at these fucking conventions.
Right.
You know? Where you're signing these figures that, you know, maybe you're going to, at the end of the day, you're going to get more money signing the figure than you did for the figure, but it's still money.
Mm.
And you create that market. You could say what your price is to sign. It can be 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, whatever.
Yeah.
There's money to be made.
It's a character thing that you don't own. You know what I mean?
Unless you're going to make a shady deal with Mitch or something like that.
If
you know what I'm saying?
you asked us like for Kurt Hawkins or Zach Ryder, we'd be like, where do we sign?
Take it.
Because I can't do that on my own. It's not money that I'm losing.
You know what I'm saying?
It's found money.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. My question, usually Adam Christ, usually Adam K. He says, which indie wrestler has had the best entrance? Grado always stood out to me. Crowd loved it. He always seemed to have a good time, and it's memorable. Best indie entrance you can think of.
I did that whole tour at Grado last year. It's Grado, man. It's unbelievable.
Grado's phenomenal.
It's unbelievable.
That kid that you wrestled, Broski Desmond Cole, has an awesome entrance. Crowd is into it. He dances. He used to be a Jabberwocky.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot of charisma. He does this really cool thing, especially at Wrestling Open. He does this really cool thing on the rope when he bounces and the whole crowd bounces with him. It's cool. Really cool.
I mean, like Jey Uso style.
I think.
But yeah, Grado comes out to Madonna like a prayer for those that have never seen it, and it's epic.
I think Effie has a good entrance. Nick Gage, bro, like.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I've seen a couple of Nick Gage ones.
I've been in the ring for those Nick Gage. It's nuts. It's like a mosh pit. It's unbelievable. The place goes nuts. Brian's gonna hate this. Bollywood boys have a great entrance. They dance through the crowd. Bollywood boys have a great entrance. They were getting some monster pops in Australia. This has got to be a social clip.
He left.
All right.
He left.
Man.
Who else?
Need a minute.
Mance's is great. Or Mance's Simple Man. Didn't he do Simple Man? Or am I?
That's not entrance music. I'm saying like Man Like
the crowd was really into
Man
it.
Like DeReese has a great one where he's rapping. He's always got a great gear.
Yeah.
That guy just did a dark at TNA.
He's the man. He is the man.
The
Great
Bollywood
question.
boys. Fuck out of here.
All right, let's go to some good housekeeping.
.347 episodes was a good run. See you, Brian.
All right, youtube.com/@MajorWPod. We are cooking with content. This past week, we had my Suplex Vintage Wrestling in Orlando. We just put up the Michael Lopuma. I'm working over here.
I'm collecting Hogan over here.
Hollywood Hogan, or Hulk Hogan. People love that.
I don't know if anybody the amount of people that need to tell you how much they dislike their free content.
Let's not be negative.
Each one is
come on.
absolutely insane. One-off, unique style, relax. We got 20 fig hunts in the can, traditionally shot.
Listen,
it's all good.
More time on that.
It's all good.
We have so much stuff in the can. We filmed 2 this weekend. We got a lot coming. It's gonna be great. So stay up to date with that YouTube channel, please, and please subscribe, share, tell a friend. ProWrestlingTees.com/MajorWPod. Great merch up there. Listen, you're never gonna believe it. We removed a lot of the shirts. We said it for a while. We're gonna remove the shirts, right? Sunil DM'd me and said, "Hey, my shirt's gone." A friend of mine once, I said, "Bro, he had 5 years to get it."
What a response.
Like, what do you want me to do?
I mean,
he wants me to
wrong,
re-upload it, or like to figure out how to go into the back end and bro, come on. What do you want from me?
Right.
And we literally said these shirts are going to come down.
Yeah.
I don't think he listens.
Well,
Neil doesn't listen.
It's too late, pal. Sorry, pal.
Oh, yeah.
CollectMajor.com. Go buy something, please. Buy a comic. Buy a figure. Whatnot. Every Monday, Brian and I are on Whatnot. And guys, I will say this little teaser. We are working on a Collect Major Whatnot. On a separate night. Special hosts.
We have
exclusive merch.
We have to get the access back to the channel.
Hey, why don't you just use the Major Pod one?
That's what I'm talking about. We have to rebrand it to
15,000 followers.
Because we'd have to like change all the fucking back end shit. It'd be really annoying.
You do not need to do that.
We would have to change like the bank info and all that stuff.
Yes, that's probably very easy. This is all probably
it's very easy,
to
and it'd be the exact same if you had to start from scratch.
Right. Not against it.
You got to do it.
It's a dead account. We might as well. It's doing
15,000 followers.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Major Rewind every 2 weeks. Jay George takes you on a trip down memory lane, and then every other week from the vault. What's from the vault?
I don't know. This is a from the vault week.
Can we put that Devon interview up from the YouTube thing? Just put it up audio.
Sure.
Ooh.
There you go. There's that. And plugs this weekend, guys. Saturday, I'm going to Winnipeg. You know how much I hate Canada. Pay is great, and Winnipeg Pro Wrestling is one of the top promotions I've ever worked for. They treat me like $1 million. This show sold out in minutes. I'm taking on Raj Desi.
Ooh.
You have the graphic that I sent you, Mark?
I do.
Check it out. That's not it, but there it is. Fight at the museum. Battle for... I don't know what that says. I can't read.
Non-such? What does that mean?
Non-such. I don't know. That's a Canadian thing.
Non-such. Battle for the non-such.
But Raj Desi...
Wait, the show is at a museum?
I believe so. The Manitoba Museum.
Wow.
Raj Desi versus Matt Cardona. We're going at it one-on-one. That's in Canada. The next day, though, I'm going to be the Carolinas for Nerd Bombers.
You're back?
I'm back. Little meet and greet. 2 to 5, baby. I'll be there.
Former WWE champion, the always ready indie god.
That's right. That's right.
Nailed it.
That's right.
What is that one picture? You're like running away from somebody?
I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Oh my god.
But one day of meeting and greeting, one day of beating up Raj Desi. I'll be there this weekend.
Cool.
Hey, Collisions in Springfield, Massachusetts.
It's a home game for Sterling.
Springfield, Massachusetts.
You better get a match.
Looking forward to it.
Let's go. Brian, you working?
I'm off. I'm just going to watch a bunch of Bollywood Boys matches on YouTube.
And X-Men. And X-Men.
And X-Men.
That's right.
And Harry Potter.
All right.
Unbelievable. Un-effing believable.
1, 2, 3. I'll be back, Jack.
Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
Oh, baby.
and you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with a captain's log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.